You're probably wondering how I got a mic on the side of my Walker's Razors, and I'm going to show you exactly how. First off, though, you need comms. Don't go out this thing lone wolf. You need friends, people in your community, a support group, whatever that may be, and you need a way to talk to them without shouting and without the use of a phone in case those systems go down. For that reason, most people turn to radios, but radios have a problem with the communications equipment needed for them. If you're running a radio, you need a way to talk on it without holding it up, preferably if you're running kit or something like that. And because of that, people like to buy comms headsets. The problem is, comms headsets, if you're going the military style route, are very, very expensive. The norm right now is headsets like ComTacs, and ComTacs can run you $500, $600, $700, $800. And don't get me wrong, they're a great headset. I have some myself, or even if you go OpsCore amps, they go even higher than that, plus $1,000. And that's pretty expensive, out of the price range of most people for communications, and it's a barrier to entry for them, even though communications is absolutely essential. So how do we get those people to have the community or the ability to talk to each other without having to spend those prices? Because let's be honest, most people don't actually need ComTacs. Stuff like Walker's Razors is serving them fine, and they just need a microphone. And that's where the multi-mount mic comes in. The multi-mount mic velcros onto the side of your hearing protection that you already have and are already using, like these Walker's Razors. The key is that this microphone interfaces with your headset through a 3.5mm jack right on the back. Most active hearing protection on the market has a 3.5mm jack, but you should check just to make sure. Walker's Razors, Howard Light Impact Sports, Peltor Range Guards, those are just a few. They have the 3.5mm, and you velcro the microphone on the side of your headset, connect it to the Walkers, and then connect your PTT option, which I'll talk about in a sec, and you're good to go. You've got comms with your radio and a headset you already have, and that's way cheaper by sometimes 10x the price of buying a different comms headset if you don't actively need it. If you haven't reached the point where these Walkers aren't doing it for you, there's no reason to upgrade when you can just add a mic onto the side. And if you want the link to any of this, it'll be in the description of the bio. You can get these at defensedistributors.com. So the setup is pretty simple. You need your headset with a 3.5mm jack. You need your radio, obviously. You need your microphone, and you need a PTT option. A lot of people don't realize that because of the plug types. Now, the reason there's a different plug type on here, and the reason this is done, I mean, this is a military type plug and style. It's very, very hard to disconnect from your PTT. That's on purpose, so it doesn't actually get pulled out. But the cool part about this is then I can choose whatever PTT option I want to whatever radio I want. This is a fairly universal plug. The PTTs go to radio specifically. So a couple options. There's a P1, P2, and P1C at the moment. The P1, pretty standard, just a push button, runs to your connector. You're going to plug that into the multi-mount mic and plug this into your radio. This is the K1 style. It's for Baofeng style radio, or I guess it's Kenwood style too, but it's a 2-pin. So if you run a UV5R, this is going to work on that. Very simple, push button, clip on the back. That's the P1. The P2 has a larger button interface and is waterproof, water resistant. It's waterproof up to like a couple meters below water, and unless you plan on dropping your radio in the ocean and expecting it to still work, nobody cares about that, so totally fine. This also runs to a UV5R, and then there's the P1C. The P1C has an extra covert button right here, so if you're doing any sort of a covert op where you want an additional button to run under your sleeve or something like that, this might be the button for you. It's just got that backup system, and there are a lot of different radios supported via the PTT options. For instance, this here's the XTS 5000 plug. Connectors right now, there's the Kenwood K1 for the UV5R style. There's a UV9R plug, and there's the XTS 5000 plug. So this will work on XTS 5000, EF Johnson 5100, I'm pretty sure, XTS 2500, a lot of different styles, and those are all listed on defensedistributors.com. But once you've got that PTT option, you're going to plug that into here, plug that into your radio, and now I've got a total comm system set up. So if you've got all of those things, you're good to go. And that is a system. The reason why I love this so much as a concept is because there's nothing like it for the price on the market. The mics that existed before this were just for the microphone, $300+, which was totally ridiculous given the parts that actually go into something like this. Totally ridiculous. And then you have to buy the PTTs on top of that. And the PTTs are 10 times the price as well of the options that I just showed you. Ridiculous. If you want a comms headset like ComTacs, they're very nice. I have them and I run them because I can. Most people just can't afford that option. They already have Walker's Razors. They already have Howard Light Impact Sports. They just want comms capability without the hassle. That is what the multi-mount mic is for. So again, if you want any of those parts, including the radios, head over to defensedistributors.com. You can check out all of that kind of stuff. Just make sure if you're getting the mic, get the PTT as well, so you actually can talk using your radio, and get whichever PTT is right for your radio and your use case. Remember, as always, Get the stuff that's right for your situation, not what someone else told you for their situation, what's right for your situation. That mainly in here dictates what radio you're using, what headset you're using, what PTT style you're using, but it's pretty simple. So that's about it. There's the system. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.